Hi, what is your favorite book? If
Mine?
you're here on this call today, chances are one of your favorite books is Akashic Records. Well, the book of life, or if you're here to explore and understand what are Akashic Records, we are confident you're going to fall in love with this today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Shilpa Malimani, and please join me in welcoming our expert today, who is so gifted that she could read Akashic records even when she didn't know she was actually doing it. She trained and has gone on to read and help heal over 400 of her clients' records. She's also a practitioner of electrohomeopathy, acupuncture, is a counselor, life coach, and expert in many, many more techniques such as Reiki, Lama Fera, Prana Violet healing, light healing frequency, and many more, which she includes in her Akashic Records practice as well. Everybody, say hello to our speaker today, who will amaze you with the gifts and stories of intuitiveness and clairvoyance. Dr. Sri Vijaya, lovingly known as Dr. Vijay, and even more lovingly known as Vijay. Welcome, Vijay.
Thank you so much for such a lovely introduction. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mystic Lotus. Thank you, the whole team who's putting this together.
It's a pleasure, Doctor, to have you. And I will quickly tell everybody what is coming up on today's call. It's going to be full of surprising stories and possibilities with Akashic Records. Vijay has some amazing stories. Stay tuned for that. We are going to understand Akashic Records inside out. We'll see all about karma, rewriting of records, code clearing. All of them are going to be simplified for you today. Of course, we are going to have one-on-one demos. Any Akashic Records call is incomplete without that. We will definitely would like to work with some of you, and Vijay is going to share a very, very special process today to clear daily accumulated karma. So this is something which we can actually learn today and do this for the rest of our lives. Vijay, this is really exciting, all of this that you have planned for us today. And I can't wait to begin. Are we ready?
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, I'm ready.
And Vijay, we have had a lot of new people who have joined the call. I would like to tell all of you that all the chats are going to be on the Telegram group. Please join the group. The link to join the group is on the Zoom chat. If you're unable to join the group for any reason, please send us a message at the Mystic Lotus and we will help you join the group. So,
Yes,
without any further ado, Vijay,
yes.
please tell us, you know, everybody who knows you, we know that you used to read Akashic records when you didn't even know you're doing it.
Yes.
So, how did you get connected with Akashic records?
Yeah, okay. First, thanks to you and thanks to all those people who have taken their time out to be on this call to listen to me. Thank you so much. Gratitude, because that's the state we should always be in to be connected with Akashi. Gratitude. Okay. And yes, you'll be surprised if I tell you that I remember my life from the time I was 2.5 years old.
Wow.
Okay, so many events from that age. I still know. I still remember when I was 2.5. Not 2.5, not even two. And my younger brother was only 1 year, 8 months younger to me. So I must be 2.5 years old. And I still remember I was playing out in the ground, and I mean, it's the military campus. So somewhere from far, I can see my son, my younger brother was still crawling, he was still crawling and he was sitting right in the center of the room, quiet. And I was playing, I kept turning around and looking. I was hardly 2.5. Something told me, Vijay, something is wrong, rush. And I still, that's one thing that I remember so clearly. I ran, and when I saw he's sitting in a room full of fire, the room
Oh my
was on
God.
fire. Then I went and brought everybody in. So I still remember that's the first memory that I have, like, something that's pushed me saying, go in. Said that I was hardly 2.5 years then. I think from then I remember a lot of things. And when I was growing up, I have seen a lot of things with my brothers. I have two brothers, elder and younger. And, I always, there were some days like I tell them, don't do this. It's like, something making me stop them from doing it. And every time they, fought me and they went ahead and did it, something happened. And they'll come back and fight with me. It's because you said it, does it happened. And when I used to listen to even the older people sitting and talking, even when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I can see some images in my head. And I wouldn't take it very seriously. But as I started growing up, when I saw everything that's appearing in my head is actually happening, I thought I'm cursed. It's the first, that feeling that you get, because everything you see is actually happening. And then everybody are fighting with me. By the time I was much older, 12, 13, 15 or whatever, my brothers and everybody in my family, you don't talk. That was the first thing they will tell me. Anything happens, you don't talk. If you talk, it'll happen. So I used to be like, I really thought I was cursed for a very long time in my life, that because I'm saying is why things are happening. And it's not like, I'm creating it. I so strongly feel it. Even when someone is lying to me, I can feel like, I mean, let me not scare anybody. I can feel they just lying to me, and the truth will be standing at the back of my head. And I'm like, okay, Vijay, just shut up. Don't talk anything. So that's how prominent it was. But it took, it took much longer where, our extended family or friends, they started feeling, I could see they stopped telling me things. They stopped, talking to me very openly, and they would get irritated. It's because you're saying, that's why it's happening. And I saw a lot of my friends and family leave my space, without any explanation or, telling me what. And the thing is, when they go, probably they just go. But in my head, I can actually see the reason for why they're leaving. So I'm never in disharmony with any of them, because I have a bigger understanding of why things are happening. And of course, I saw my brother almost 15, not even 15 days, maybe about 10, 12 days before he passed away. I was sitting and talking to him. We were having fun. And then suddenly I see this image that he's going to go. And then, I was like crazy. The next 10, 12 days was crazy. Did everything possible. But anyway, I lost him. That was probably the only the biggest shock that I've had from this intuition. But it was more of a message like, be prepared, It was not for me to delete the event. It was for me to accept the event. And then so many other things, like my husband, 14 years ago, I knew he's going to have a paralysis. And 7.5, 8 years ago, he actually had a paralysis. So that's how things were. So I always used to, a lot of things. And I was like always in crazy praying mode, because this image has come, please don't make it happen, whatever mistakes is happening, forgive, forgive, forgive. So most part of my life, I think in my head, I was always in this mode. So that's how I feel I'm connected. But I didn't realize it was called Akashic. It was only, I thought, like I said, I felt I'm cursed. But about 8 years ago, I went on for my past life regression. I just wanted to know why things are happening in my life. When I went to past life regression, that is when she told me these are basically, a connection where you get insight into a lot of things because you're connected to those energies. That's when I got to know about it. But then I really didn't know there was a modality called Akashic record reading that I got to know about 3 years ago. So, that's how I'm connected to this energy.
Absolutely, Vijay. And so many of us, we have this gift, but we don't know what what to do with it. We don't even know if there is something, and sometimes we don't recognize it. People don't
Yes.
recognize it, and
Yeah.
then you're kind of alienated. So, Vijay, congratulations to you for passing all that and reaching here where you are today. It's really an amazing journey. Everybody, a lot of stories and some really powerful things are lined up for you from Vijay. And let me invite you, if you have any curiosity about Akashic Records, this is the best time to ask your questions. Go there on the Telegram group, ask your questions. We are going to take them up
Yes.
right away.
Yeah.
And Vijay, so tell us, you got trained in Akashic Records. You came to know that you can do this. So
Yeah.
after you have started practicing, how has your journey been as an Akashic record expert?
Yeah. I should say, there's one of my hypnotherapists, whenever I call him, how are you? He used to say on top of the world. I picked up that statement from him. I feel ever since I have connected to Akashic, I would say I'm top of the world. you know, it's like a different understanding altogether. When I realized, okay, this is the energy I'm connecting to, that all the insights that is coming in, the information that is flowing, it is related to my life or people around me. Everything became so transparent. And then now when I look at everything around me, whether it is an animal or a plant or a human being, everything that is happening, there is such a big understanding of what's happening around us. We most of the time we are living our life like a normal human being, ignorant about why things are happening in our life. We are like, okay, I am the one who is making things happen. I'm waking up every day, I'm struggling, or I'm the one who's bringing in all the success, money, blah 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 blah, everything. There is this I connected to everything that you're doing. But when you get into the space, you realize there is this I is a very small thing. There's something much bigger at play, and being in sync with that bigger energy makes you have that understanding, peace, that harmony. I always felt like I was never losing my cool, or losing my balance when something is going wrong. Every time anything went wrong, I was still smiling and say, hey, you know what, there's another excitement, I need to. And my friends or family would look at me shocked. You're saying something so big, laughingly, so that understanding was always there. This is supposed to happen. But now the insight of why is it happening has made it so much more simpler. So it's always like an aerial view, of everything that's happening. So that's how I feel, always on top of the world. Everything I see, there is a different understanding of why, what, and also now that Akashic past life also is attached, I also get to see why. So that's how I'm feeling, and the journey has been awesome. And since I started using it as a modality to help other people, there is a lot of harmony inside, because I know just that 1.5 hour spending the time getting to tell that person this is the reason why something is going wrong, and seeing their life transform. It's like, I mean, you can't, imagine the kind of emotion that I go through. It's too gratifying.
Absolutely, Vijay. And Vijay, the questions have started pouring in.
Okay.
Before I want to ask you, in fact, some people have asked, Priya has said, I want to know what Akashic Records is. I search, but I get confused.
Okay.
And somebody wants to know their life purpose. And there is actually requests coming to know what is Akashic Record. But before that, before I actually ask you that, Vijay, I want to know that you have this gift. Vijay, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, there was a slight gap, so I was just trying to listen. Yes. Can you just repeat the
Is it
question?
okay now?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
okay
okay
now.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have this gift,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
Were you have been gifted, but not all of us may be that gifted. this intuitive.
Yeah.
Or not all of us know we can do this, but still is Akashic records for us. Can we learn this? Can we have this as an important part of our life?
Yes. Okay. So first, let me answer the question, what is Akashic record? So that people have a better understanding of what it is. So the thing is, like, we only are aware of our current life, right? What's happening. But there is a history to our soul. From the time the soul was created, from that time to till now. So when you say Akasha, Akasha is like very massive. It holds all the intelligence, all the information, all the wisdom of this entire universe from the Big Bang theory that happened till now. And it has the information of everything from an invisible bacteria or a virus to all the visible things, to all the plants, animals, the places, including human beings. We think we are great, but there are other galaxies which have much advanced beings than us. Okay, so this Akashic space holds the information of everything that ever existed. Even if it's a soul that's never coming back, you will still have information of it. So our information from the time our soul was created, or it was formed, till now, to where we will go, our journey going forward, everything is documented. Only thing is, it's in a vibrational form. Okay, so the thing is, our subconscious mind is not able to go and tap into those memories, or all those information that is there, because our conscious memory is connected to the conscious world alone. But our subconscious memory holds all the information, but we don't have access to it. But this information is accessible if you know how to tap into that energy, which is there in the Akashic space. So this is connected to all of us. All of us are connected to this information also. It's just that we don't know how to tap and take. And everybody, see, this intuitive energy is given to just not human beings, even animals have intuition, isn't it? That's how all the animals survive, whether it is a forest or wherever it is, because they have an intuition that works. So we also have an intuition. If we know how to enable that intuition, channelize that energy, all of us are capable of tapping into our past life records. It's just that right now, our intuitions are so limited to our physical world. So that is the only difference. So that is what is called Akashic record. See, again, I can just give a little more information. See, whenever a person had a lot of trouble or an emotional dilemma and they don't know how to break through their problems, either they go to a counselor or they go to a hypnotherapist. So hypnotherapist would take a person into a past life regression mode. In the past life regression, this is what a hypnotherapist do. They just take you into a trance mode and get you to travel into that space so that you can go visit into that space and see some of those information that is causing a problem in your present lifetime. So what happens is, like, when a person is taken into a trance, if I'm taking you on a PLR, depending on your mental, physical, emotional strength, you might be able to access it. For all you know, if you are scared of blood, and you are asking about why am I having multiple accidents in this lifetime? And if I'm trying to take you on a PLR, okay, come, let me take you on a PLR, and you are very scared of blood. Now imagine if you go into Akashic space, you're going to see that you have done some crazy things in a past lifetime where you have to see blood. Your soul will not allow you access to that part of the record, because you could go there and faint. I mean, that's the kind of impact you could have. So what happens, your soul will say, no, you cannot. I cannot show this to you because you will not be able to process it. So what happens, that's why a lot of people go on PLR and they faint, because they're not able to get access to the required information. But the fact is also that whatever is there is your current life limitation. So when you have a limitations, your soul protects you like a baby. It will not show you. So when that is not working, the next best thing is or the first best thing is to get in touch with an Akashic record reader, because we are not associated mentally with your past life records. We find it so much more easier, you just sit for 10 minutes, and no matter what is there in that past life record, we will be able to access it to you, and we'll be able to tell you this is the reason for why you have a blockage. So that is how Akashic record comes into play to break your repeated pattern in your present lifetime, whether it is a relationship issue, finance issue, parents and children's issue, whatever it is, mother-in-law, father-in-law, I get to hear crazy stories, if I must tell you. So if you want to identify that, and we go access, come back, and you will see just like that things can change, because there is a realization of like, oh, I created this for myself. So that is how Akashic can just bring a mirror in front of you and show so many things that, your intuitive self is not able to tap into.
Absolutely, Vijay. And this is like an endless book and
Yes.
so fascinating. Questions are pouring in, Vijay.
Mm.
Milind had asked, even before I asked you now, what is
Yeah.
the difference between PLR and Akashic records? So I hope that has been clarified, Milind. Let us know if you need anything specific to know about this. So, Vijay, Kalpana has asked, thank you for explaining what Akashic records are. She says that whether, how does this go about? How is the whole process? So she's asking whether we need to do it ourselves alone, altering something, or somebody else does it for us. How does this happen?
No, you don't have to do it, because if you are doing it, then it is a PLR session. Then I'll have to guide you to go through it. Again, then you should have a very, intense knowledge. You should have gone through specific courses when it comes to handling somebody else's subconscious mind. Okay, for that you need to go through, a lot of psychology, psychiatry. It's a very rigorous way of doing it, because I'm not in control of how it is. So I need to have the expertise of how to hold you in my space if I have to take you. So no, you will not be going. It'll be me who is going. If you're coming to me, I'll be going. You can be present during the reading. I just go access the record and see whatever is there. As I'm accessing it, I can keep telling you, or it can be done offline. You say, no, you just do it and get back to me. We can just get all the details and come back to you and say, this is what we got to see in your past life records.
As simple as that.
Yes.
And Vijay, so if I'm a practitioner,
Okay.
I can actually read somebody's record and help them go in the root of their problem and then give remedies and help them out, right?
Yes.
So we
Yes.
can do this for others. And
Yes.
of course, we can read our own Akashic records as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
Once we're
right.
connected, it's so much more
Yeah.
easy to ask a question. Huh?
Absolutely. And Arjun has asked a very interesting question related to karma. We will come to that. Before that, Vijay, people are asking what all can this help with? Like Suvarna has asked, is it possible to understand why the current situation is happening with us, is going on, and we can get to the root cause of it and we can find solutions for it? I think that is the whole point of this, isn't it?
Yes, the whole purpose of Akashic record
Hmm.
itself is to find the reason why things are happening in our life. See, there are a lot of modalities like Akashic tarot or runes, or you have different modalities are there. You most of the time you go to a tarot card reader or a runes or whatever modality you pick up to, whether even if it's an astrology or a numerology or whatever, it gives you an insight into what is happening right now in your life and a guidance on what could be contributing to your problem and how do you address it, a guidance for going forward. But all these modalities are, under the umbrella of Akashic, because Akashic is the mother of all. Because Akashic space holds all the information, numerology and everything, astrology are a part of Akashic. Okay, so when you are like going directly into Akashic, it actually tells you like, you have done this. So for example, like I'll tell you one thing, I think I said this last time also. I have this habit of dropping things.
Mhm.
If someone asks for what can we access Akashic, you can, ask questions as simple as this. I used to keep dropping things. You believe it or not, I just drop. Everything I pick up, it has to drop once before I pick it up. And everybody used to say, you have butterfingers, Vvijee cannot hold anything. She probably doesn't have grip, or it was I know, what do you say? Everybody used to tease me. So one day, simply out of curiosity, when I was sitting, I said, okay, let me just ask this question. Why am I dropping things all the time? And I happened to see a lifetime of mine where I was an orphan. I was in a village, and I was a grown up. I was a man in that lifetime. And I was so deprived of attention because nobody ever bothered, because I was like, running around the street as a small boy, no parents, growing with whatever I used to get to eat and things like that. But I was so deprived of attention. And without my own knowledge, there was a lot of anger with that. Everybody are like, in their own world. So I always used to have this tokery on my head, and I'm selling some, I don't know whether it is fruits or vegetables. And my entire entertainment was, whenever I go, I keep knocking people. Making them drop things, whatever they have, or do whatever they're doing. It just disrupts. You won't believe, that's a story I got. That tuck, 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 download. I like, oh, okay. After seeing that, I said, to all those people I've done that, I'm so sorry. It must have been so irritating that I kept knocking you off. You won't believe, my dropping things down has come down by 80%. But I still down by 20. I still drop, but it is not as bad as it was. I was known as a queen for dropping. Now I'm better. So you can ask questions as simple as that. So imagine when you want to ask questions related to relationships, whether any kind of relationships, or, finance, money, small things, just emotions that are clogging you and you don't know why. You can ask questions on that also. You will know why you were going through that.
And quickly, Vijay, to add to that list of things we can ask, Paulomi had asked that somebody she thinks is doing black magic to their family. So can Akashic records help with that as well?
See, again, here, when you say family, each person has their own blueprint and they are living through it. You come and ask questions related to you. Yes. If we have to connect with the home energy and the family energy, yes, we can see if there is any black magic.
Absolutely. Yes. So, Vijay, next very logical question, and I want to thank right away everybody on this call. You're asking some amazing questions, and can't wait to ask all of them, Vijay. So, Niyati, Nitin, and Dr. Sheila, they have asked a similar question. I'm just clubbing them. So now you said that we read our records, we read the records, we get the problem, we get the root of what had happened. So then how does the healing happen? How does the issue get resolved? Do we have to do any healing? Do we have to do anything separate apart from reading the records? So how does the healing happen, Vijay?
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, Akashic is a very unconditional space. Okay. We are all here to learn lessons. Simply, we are all here to learn lessons. Like, for example, we go through our learning process. School, you pass 1, go to 2, pass 2, go to 3. So that is how we end up doing our education. So example, imagine for some reason you don't pass your 5th standard. Will you go to 6th? You won't. So when you have failed in 5th, the entire journey then becomes introspection. Because why did you fail? What subject did you fail? What you didn't do right? So you will end up spending the time to understand, probably I did not study, I did not do my homework, I was not attentive in the class. You understand that these were the things that I did a mistake, and because I did this mistake, I failed. So let me start doing all of it. Let me start doing my homework, let me study, let me do my preparation, and then do my exams, and I pass and I go. In the same way, we have chosen this lifetime. Okay, we have chosen this lifetime, and everybody that in our life, or every incident that's happening in our life, is our classroom and test. Okay, here, if we learn to acknowledge these problems are here to teach me a lesson. So the idea is to look into that and say, what lesson am I supposed to learn from this person or this incident? Okay, and we don't know. We are also ignorant because we are not able to tap into the energy. So when we go to Akashic space and try and access the reasons for why I have this problem, basically the Akashic space is telling you, did you realize your mistake? that is the most important thing. Did you realize what is it that you did wrong to create this in your life? That realization will clear some part of your problem. And now that you have realized it, are you ready to acknowledge, for example, there is a person in your life who's giving you trouble. Okay, this person is in my life because this is what I created with this person in my past lifetime. And look at that person and say, oh my God, now I know why this person is. Realization, some bit of your energy clears. Now let me connect to this person's soul and say, okay, forgive me for what I did to you in my past lifetimes. A major portion of your problem will start clearing. So it's all about realizing, accepting, seeking forgiveness, giving forgiveness. Some relationship just changes like that. Okay, here I would like to tell about one reading that I did. This was for a kid who was about 14, 15 years old. Okay, the mother wanted the record to be accessed because from the time she matured, she started having her periods, her flow was very, very heavy. And it used to flow 365 days. And during the period days, she would have so much of problems, so much of pain. It used to be so intense that she would be throwing up, she would be on bed, she'd be on tablets to manage the pain, and she would miss her school. Invariably, every month she was missing her school. And she was a kid. Then she came and said, I want to access the record of my daughter. So we accessed her record, and the record showed that in her past lifetimes, in one of her lifetimes, there was some womb related injuries, or mistakes that was done. There was some kind of a brothel, there was a lot of abortions, and it was a little beyond our imagination, some things that happened. And this reading, she said, I want to tell my daughter about this reading. I said, I don't know. She's just 15 years old. I'm not even sure she'll be able to process it. So she says, no, let me talk to her. And she actually spoke to her child, and she actually met me on the Zoom call. She thanked me for doing her reading. You won't believe the grace of that 15-year-old child was awesome. I don't think grown-ups don't have that kind of a grace. She says, I have understood the mistake I have done and why I'm struggling like this for the last couple of years. And she said, I will do forgiveness prayer. And this kid, to manage her periods, was on birth control pills for almost 8 months, so that she won't become anemic, because she's like literally bleeding 365 days. And you won't believe, her periods are completely normal. She has gone off birth control pills, and it is exactly for 6 days, and it stops, and it is not heavy, and she's going to school regularly. And she had a lot of problem even making friends in school. She was getting bullied. She didn't want to go to school. You won't believe, today she is a popular child. She is like a star. She's enjoying all the attention. Her periods are, and we didn't do nothing. We only did a record reading. The child was humble, like ground level. She said, Auntie, I'm going to do this. And today she is perfectly normal.
Fantastic. That is literally, you have changed somebody's life, Vijay. And we know there are so many such stories. And I want to quickly tell everybody that these are some great stories and details you just heard, that opening the records and getting the details is most of the times the job is done. But if you want to learn this today, Dr. Vijay is not only going to teach us reading the records, accessing it for ourselves and others, she's also included 2 healing modalities in her course. So stay tuned for that, which is already people have started asking for the details. We will quickly get there. Let's take on some more questions.
Yes.
And we will do a quick summary, everyone, okay, of what is Akashic Records, what all is possible. I'm going to be the representative, Vijay, for everybody. Correct
Yes.
me if my summary is off. Before that, just a couple more questions.
Yes.
So Shampa, Priya, and Pratibha, they have asked that, do we need to be clairvoyant, or do we need to be intuitive to be able to learn this? And are there any prerequisites to be able to learn this?
No. See, the thing is, like, one is you have to have an intention. Second is you should also have that, you should make an effort. See, this is not like learning a card, understanding a card, being able to, read a card. I am also a tarot card reader. I also use tarot card reading for a lot of people. And I know how there is a little bit of difference between the other readings that you do, because they're all very logical, it's all very mathematical. If you go to astrology, numerology, so you are able to connect one to one and very easily do it. But when it comes to Akashic, first is like your intention. Okay. Second is like you should spend a little time on your own self for your transformation. You cannot say, this is me and I need to connect. No, it is like going for a PhD. You need to do some bit of groundwork. You have to understand your own self. There should be a lot of self-awareness. You have to try and see, like, how do I see? Akashic means connecting to the divines, basically. So if I have to connect to the divine, there is a lot of divinity I need to bring into my own self. A lot of honesty, a lot of clarity, how we function, things, the way you think, your thought, feelings, emotions. Somewhere you need to start aligning yourself into this divine energy. Okay. Then it becomes easier. So it's all about the intention of wanting to learn and what are you ready to contribute or do or practice to bring in and align yourself to this energy. That's all that you need. Anybody can do it, because Akashic is connected to each and every one of us, to our crown chakra. It's connected. It's just that we need to switch it on. Okay, so that's all that is needed for you to learn.
Fantastic, Vijay. Is it as easy as you made it sound? Really,
Yes.
really amazing.
Yes.
Quickly, Vijay, Niyati has asked, can we read records for uh, souls that have passed away?
Yeah, I do. I
Wow.
connect. This happened to one of my clients. She came because she has gone through a divorce. She was having trouble connecting with her son, and he was in depression. He was binging on food, and he was not doing things that he's supposed to. She had a problem with her mom, so she didn't know. She was having complete chaos in her life. So she did 2 readings with me. On the second reading, her father directly connected with my soul, and I don't know, I still don't know what came or what was the things that he said or however. After that, there was a complete shift in everything around her. Like a magic, her son just got out of his cocoon and said, I will go for counseling. He took a counseling. He excelled in his exams, and her relationship with her mother changed, because somewhere that soul energy or whatever was blocking her, it just happened with that one reading. It happens sometimes that souls connect on their own, but if I want to, yes, I can connect.
Marvelous. Vijay, uh, I want to ask so many things. Before we proceed, let me quickly summarize for everybody what Vijay has shared so far. And everybody has started putting in what all can they do with Akashic records, like what will help their situation. So everyone, we will cover as many questions as possible. If we can't, Ichi will come on the Telegram group and she will respond to your queries. Don't worry, we will do our best. So, Vijay, quick summary. Akashic Records is like our universal file system.
Yes.
It is not a book. Somebody actually asked, is it a book? It is an invisible book. It is
Yeah.
an energy book.
Yeah.
Everything, all a life story is stored there. We can read this, of course, after training for ourselves and for others, for our loved ones, for
Absolutely.
family members,
Absolutely.
clients, and also departed souls on training. Okay. And then this can be used for any kind of situation. Like somebody asked Vijay for depression, if they have
Yeah.
mental illnesses, if there are issues to do with black magic, and of course, recurring health problems, relationship problems. Somebody mentioned about a litigation, a
Yeah.
divorce,
Yes.
and promotions. Everything can have a solution with
Yeah.
Akashic records.
Yeah.
And the difference between PLR, past life regression, it has again come up, Vichi. With
Yeah.
Akashic records is that Akashic records, you can do it for somebody else. In
Yes.
PNR, you yourself have to go into a
Yes.
regression.
Yeah.
So, Vijay, did I pass in the summary?
Yes, yes, you did. You did.
All
You
right,
did.
excellent. So we will move on to the call, and I want to ask what Arjun asked
Yeah.
and what Dinesh also asked, that they have something to do with karma.
Yeah.
Okay, the karma picture is coming on to the call now. So
Yes.
Vijay, Arjun has asked that, will altering one's Akashic record interfere with the divine will framework? Are there going to be any repercussions? So, adding on to that question, what role does karma play with respect to Akashic records? Like, for example, some of us have repeated problems in our relationships. We attract similar kind of people, or we have the same health issues, or we have the same problem with monies. So
Yeah.
is this related to karma, Akashic
Yeah.
records? What's going on here?
Yes. See, one simple thing is, if I'm here, if you are here, we are here to clear karma, period. That's the bottom line. If you didn't have any karma to clear, you wouldn't be here. You would have probably merged with the light, and your soul does not look for this, human body as a vehicle to come back again. And if you're here, there is something that you need to learn from your life. That is called karma. Okay. And now I know, like, if I get into karma, it's like probably a half a day lecture, but I'll still, to put it short, we all have Sanchita karma, that is like from the time we have been created till now. Whatever is there, whatever we have created, good, bad, ugly, it's all recorded there, which is a Sanchita karma. And every time our soul is ready to come here for my next journey, we pick up something from that library of us, saying, okay, I need to clear this karma. So I pick up and I create a blueprint, and I come to this life, which is called your prarabdha karma. So now I have, picked up my blueprint. Like, it is like, I'm going to learn MBBS. So when I'm saying I want to do MBBS, I should be ready to go put in that hard work, isn't it? What do I have to do? I have to do my projects. I have to go endless sleepless nights. And after picking up MBBS, can I say like, oh, this is not for me, I am not going to do the project? Can you do that? You cannot do it. So when I say whatever I have picked up, everybody in my life, my parents, to my siblings, to my friends, my spouse, or everything, including your money, house matter, whatever, you have created it already. That's one complete realization. If a person has, half the problem will be gone. The fact that I have scripted my current lifetime, including on a day-to-day basis, is I have scripted and I've come here. But we are so much in disharmony with everything that we have created. For example, if you have, a mother whom you have chosen, who's not going to treat me properly, the rest of your life, you are so much in disharmony with your mother without realizing, I chose this mother for a reason. Why? Because I have to go into a mode of accepting, I know you are just being wicked with me. It's fine. I might have had a reason for why I chose you. It's okay. I forgive you for what you're doing. But here we are all taught, even as children, current, now the scenario is like, parents are also ready to go and fight for the children. So imagine the state of mind the child is in. The child thinks like, I have to fight for everything. So in the same manner, everybody are in a state of mind like, I have to fight, I shouldn't give it. Instead of realizing this, like, maybe this person is here to teach me a lesson. Maybe it's patience, maybe it's endurance, maybe it's acceptance. Some lesson this person is here to teach. If you learn that lesson from that relationship or an incident, that entire behavior just shifts. The person can change. I've had so many relationship access that I have done. After the access, the simple realization of, the same person whom I was talking about, she and her mother, they had a relationship which is never in harmony. They always had an argument. After the reading, after the realization of what needs to be cleared and why she was in her space, there was total harmony between them. She says, Vijay, somehow nothing bothers now. Like, we can have a very casual call and put the phone down without any disharmony. So that is how you clear. So the karma you came with to clear a relationship with this person, happens when you accept what you have created for yourself. So you have simply created. Now accepting this is a karma. Letting go is a karma. Whether you do it with thoughts, feelings, actions, whatever you are creating or clearing a karma in your current setup. So that's how it works. And if you're creating, for example, I tell all my students, now start watching your thoughts, feelings, and actions about everything that enters in your space, because now you have more awareness of how karma works. Now you cannot, like, somebody knocks you on the door on, when you're walking on a road, somebody knocks you and you are like so angry, pick up a fight, you create a negative karma. Because imagine, like, okay, it was all right, probably he was supposed to, it was just supposed to happen, let me ignore. Now you pick up a fight and you create another karma because you didn't learn to let go. Now that person just walks a little ahead and he falls on the road with his face down, and you're saying, yes, see, you had to get it back. Then you are creating a bigger karma because you just wish something bad for him. That's how karma does not spare anybody. Everything, there is an invisible book and pen which is busy writing every thoughts, feelings, emotions that is going on. You are clearing, that is also getting recorded. You are creating, that is also getting recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
And
how karma works. So when you do an Akashic reading, it gives you an idea of the karma you need to clear. The minute you move into saying, yes, I want to clear, the willingness with which you clear, and the whole scenario changes.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, Shampa and Arjun, we hope this clarifies it. What happens to the soul journey? Isn't it interfering with the soul's journey? No. We hope it's clear that it is not. You
Yeah.
are doing
Can I
the.
just add one statement there?
Absolutely, please.
Okay, if somebody says, like, me doing this, will it interfere? No. If you're listening to this, you did not plan on sitting here. Even this was designed that today, on this, at this time, at this hour, you will be sitting and listening to, Vvijee giving a talk on karma. And after listening to that, how do you take it? That also is getting recorded. So anything that comes into your path is pre-designed. It is not an interference.
Total,
Okay.
complete sense, Vichi. Thank you for that. In fact, speaking of karma, everybody, Vichi is going to share a process with us today in which we will learn to clear our daily karma, which we accumulate on a daily basis. I mean,
Yes.
Vichi, that is a superpower,
Yes.
really. So thank you for planning that for us.
Yes.
Vichi, we are ready to move on to our call. Questions are still there. We have tried to take as many as possible.
Yeah.
And Vijay, what do you say? Shall we do some one-on-one readings now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone, a lot of them, Vijay, they have shared their issues. In fact, some of them have even shared details. So
Mhm.
all of you on the Telegram group, please, if you would like to come on, share with Vijay. She will open your records and she will share some insights. She will help you out with this. In fact, we had a question: how is this done? We will get a glimpse of how this is done, how you can do it after learning. So everybody who wants to come on, please let us know on the Telegram group. And remember, while you're typing, that we are live on YouTube. Our call is going to be shared on our page and on the groups. So no part of this call is going to be edited or deleted. So only if you're comfortable coming on and sharing your details and something coming up from your records, something really surprising, only if you're willing to receive and share this information, then please do come on. All right. In fact, Vijay, Yogita had asked on the group that she is uh, an Akashic records uh, healer, but she is not able to do the readings.
Mhm.
Yogita,
Okay.
let me tell you, Vijay has something very, very special for you, for us who cannot do the healings but that we have been trained to, or cannot do the Akashic records that we have been trained to do. So stay tuned, everyone, and give me a few seconds, Vijay. I'm going to take on a first person for
Yeah.
the individual demo.
That's quite a few hands raised here.
Quite a few. And I'm looking at the Telegram group, but
Yeah.
Vijay, so I'm going to ask. Okay, Vijay, what do you need the birth details or anything?
Yeah, I need the name. If it's a lady who's coming on, she needs to give me her maiden name
Okay.
and the date of birth.
All right. I will just pick Sangeeta Chen from the group. I will check if her name is the same on Zoom chat. Yes, it is. So, Sangeeta, we are live. If you can come on video, we will add you as a spotlight with Vijay. So, please start your video, please.
Okay. Yes. Hi, Sangeeta.
Hi, ma'am. I've heard such a lot about you. And my daughter Srishti also had the privilege to speak to you.
Oh, okay. That's so nice. Okay. I know Shrishti. Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
I didn't know you knew each other.
Yeah, she's my daughter.
Okay.
So I've heard a lot
Thank
about you
you.
from her.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm really troubled, ma'am, with my family affairs. So
Okay.
I really don't know how to handle my son and my
You,
daughter-in-law.
you have to be a little more specific because,
My daughter-in-law gives me a lot of mental stress.
okay.
So every time I'm getting humiliated, I'm hunting for a job desperately because I'm having financial issues as well.
Okay. Can you give me, you don't mind giving me your daughter-in-law's name?
No, Palak. Her name is Palak.
Okay. When you say humiliating, what's happening?
She talks to me in a very absurd manner, like, कुछ भी कभी भी बोल रही है, like, and even my son is with her only.
Okay.
She,
Can I have your date of birth?
yeah, 24th October.
24th October.
Yeah,
Year, ma'am.
1966.
1966. Okay. Sangeeta J, 24th October 1966.
Yeah, my maiden name was Ladia. Like my surname was Ladia.
Okay, Nadia. Okay, just give me 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Sangeeta Nadia, 24th and 1966. Archangel Michael, please give a protection for Sangeeta Nadia. Archangel Michael, please access the record. of Sangeeta. About 16 lifetimes ago, you were a man.
Okay.
And I see that you, Palak was your employee.
Okay.
Okay. And you you were very nice with other people, but for some reason with Palak, you were very, very nasty.
Okay.
And no matter what she did, I mean, he did.
Uh-huh.
She
Okay.
in that lifetime, she also was a male.
Man. Okay.
Somehow you used to make her do the same thing again. And I
Okay.
could see you throwing things away and, humiliating her in front of other people.
Okay.
And I can see her, kind of shrinking. And it didn't bother you.
Yes.
I even see that once Palak ran away from working from your place,
Okay.
and I can see that you have sent somebody behind her and got her dragged back into
Okay.
working. Here, I see there was some kind of wood cutting kind of work, and there is some work
Okay.
with mud. Mud was
Okay.
happening. You were creating something, maybe
Uh-huh.
pots or bricks or something like that is happening. And there was a lot of wood also. I don't know, there's a lot of dust. I can smell the wood cut dust.
Okay.
I can
Okay.
smell. So that is what you did to her in that lifetime, which in this lifetime,
I'm repaying.
yes. So you can just do forgiveness prayers with her soul energy for this lifetime, and just
Okay.
message me through Shruti or whatever after about 21 days and let me know if there is a shift.
Okay. Because, ma'am, this is what is happening. Actually, I'm working very hard to please her, but she just treats me nastily. The same thing has just turned.
Hmm.
Like it's like turning the table.
Yeah, that's what I'm that's what I'm seeing, you know. She's trying, but somehow you.
I don't even have a husband. Like 17 years ago, he expired. So I feel very lonely. I feel very lonely.
Yeah.
Srishti is my only hope, you can say.
Yeah, just do this forgiveness prayers, because for the rest of all your other issues, why you lost your husband or your money, we'll have to ask individual questions, because each of it can
Okay.
have hundreds of records there.
Ma'am, I want to learn Akashic record
Yes,
reading.
hang on. So can I just close the record, Shilpa?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Please.
I'm just closing the records of Sangeeta. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. Archangel might please disconnect all the negative cords that might be connected with her and go to all the packages which she is entitled to do through this reading. Gratitude. Gratitude. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks.
Sangeeta ji, thank you for coming on, sharing. We wish you all the best and lot of best wishes. And we hope you follow what Vijay said and share some really positive update with us. Vijay, we are ready for our next participant. I'm going to invite Veena. Veena, you have, Veena, did you message on the group, right? Veena, I've sent a request to unmute you. Please unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hi, you messaged on the group, right, Veena ji?
Yes, I did.
All
I
right,
did.
please go ahead.
Yes,
Hi,
we.
Vvijee.
Hi.
God bless you. I've heard a lot. And there's so many friends who spoke so highly of you. And somehow I always missed. So I think I'm blessed that I'm here.
Thank you.
Yes. My question is, see, I was born with lot of blessings, healing properties, whatever I would say will happen. And I was always wanting to help people. Things were going very good. Then I got married. 15 years were very good. And then suddenly my husband became ekdam se abusive, and he could raise hand and he went out with other women. So now though, and then I have a daughter and son. Daughters settled, sons not settled.
Give me.
And
Give me.
after I lost my sister
Mhm.
5-6 years back and dad 2 years back, I am stuck. I don't know why I'm here.
So
And I
you're
really
asking-
want to help people.
So you're asking about your soul purpose.
Yes.
Okay.
And why this husband?
Why?
Why he's like this?
Your husband, he's still there?
Yes, he's very much there.
Okay, so your question needs to be very specific. See, your soul space is like a huge library. I can't generally go and ask a generalized question. Because for
Okay.
each question, you might
my-
have hundreds of records there. So you have to specifically ask me a question.
So I want to know why is my husband like this?
Okay, when you say he was fine initially, marriage?
Yes.
Same?
Ours was a love marriage.
Okay, and you say somewhere in between he changed?
After 15, I'm married for 36 years. After
Okay.
15 years, suddenly everything changed. From a good person,
Do
he became
you
abusive.
can you go back and see what happened then? There is something that must have triggered the change. Something happened in your family or in your
Yes.
life. Something might have happened.
He is very well off financially. He's an art collector, and my brother's wife and his brother's wife were after the money. And I was told they did a lot of black magic, and they wanted either he should divorce me or throw me out of the house, or they wanted to kill me. But I was told I'm blessed. I have Ma's, like Ma Kali and Durga is always with me, so I am surviving.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So that changed him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that changed him.
Okay. All right. Let me see what comes up. Can I have your maiden name?
Veena.
Okay, Veena, full.
Yeah.
You,
I used to write Veena Kumari. Like I'm North Indian, so we never wrote a husband father's name. And yes, I want to tell you one more thing. When I learned dowsing and pyramid, I mean, I learned a lot of things. I saw my husband will be a womanizer one day, and I said, no, he cannot do that, and it happened.
okay.
It happened after 8 years.
Yeah,
When
okay.
you were telling about your story, I said, okay, God.
Yeah.
And people said he can never be like that. We can vouch for him.
Yeah.
But hua.
Yeah. Hoga. I mean, if it is your design. See, the fact is like you chose your husband, you chose all the event around it. Why? So we need to figure out why this happened to you and not about why everybody else are like this to me. Okay. Can I have your date of birth?
It is 7th November 59.
7th November 59. Okay. Please, Archangel Michael, please create a protection around Veena Kumari on this journey to the Akashic record space. Archangel Metatron can everyone why did I for my change? There are about 2 or 3 lifetimes flickering. In one of it, you were a robber. I see you, robbing a house. There is a safe. The safe is not big. It's a small safe. It is made of that crude iron safe, and it is locked with a lock. And you are with, all cloths tied, only your eye covered. And this was not even night, it was probably early morning. I can still see there's a lot of sunlight. I mean, not lots, but there is light. I can see you crashing into that house and from the rooftop, because the houses were made of, leaves or thatched. Not thatched as in thatched. One part is thatched, the other part is some kind of those, brick kind of a thing. You're crashing in from there, and I see you take that and run away. And I know there are people, not everybody are awake. People, as in there are about few of them, run behind you. So you kind of took away somebody's earning. Another lifetime is, I see you doing a business transaction. You're sitting and talking to somebody, and you say a white lie, and you are taking away or cheating them with this. This looks very recent. It doesn't look like a very old lifetime where you have cheated. And I see 3 people sitting in front of you whom you cheated the money. And another lifetime, I see you as a woman. You were sitting under a tree talking to a man who is doing black magic. He is dressed all in black, and you have created or did a black magic on somebody else. I'm not able to see who, but I can sense one female soul energy is there, 2 male energies are there, on whom you are requesting this person to do some black magic. So this could be those souls who are in your present lifetime, who, whether they do black magic or not, there are a lot of negative energy that, emotions or karmic connections that you created from these 3 lifetimes, you are playing havoc in your present lifetime. Okay. So just seek forgiveness. The first rule of Akashic is seek forgiveness. Don't despise any of these people for what they are doing to you. They are there to teach a karmic lesson. That's one of the, I don't know what your financial problem are, but I can see you are having financial issues and you've lost, it looks like from, you just fell from glory to, what do you say, Miss Sam? You've kind of lost a lot, I can see. Okay?
Yeah, and this man,
Which
is
man?
the husband of mine.
I can see one of this black magic image is coming in front of me. And he is an husband of one of these women. And you wanted him. And that was one of the reason you were asking for black magic. And I can see you sending something through a boy to their house and keep it just inside the doorsill in the corner. I can see this kid keeping it there and running away. Okay, and then he crosses over out from inside, he comes out and he walks straight to you. And he started living with you. So there was a lot of curse from his wife. He had children. I can sense 3 children in that house. There was a lot of curse that has come. So something happened. If you really go back 15 years ago, there was something that has happened that has triggered that memory back into him where he feels forced into the marriage with you. So he fell off from that space. You connect with me after on the chat. Let me see what remedies I can give you. Right now, nothing is popping other than forgiveness prayer.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay on.
God bless you.
Sing the record book of Veena Kumari. The records are not closed. The records are not closed. The records are not closed. Archangel Mighty, please disconnect all the karmic records that we created during this journey and help Veena Kumari clear whatever karmic packages she's entitled for with this reading. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless.
God bless.
That is fascinating. You can't believe what all can come up
Yeah.
with the records opening. And everyone, I want to tell you, these are just glimpses. We just want to show you what all is possible with Akashic records. These are just 3-4 minutes per person. But when you work with Vvijee, she actually has a full 45-minute session, and she also gives healing in her personal session. Everybody, we will definitely take on more demos, Vijay, with your permission, because there are a lot of people who really want to come on. We will definitely do more demos, everyone, but we also want to learn today about the karma clearing process. So stay tuned, stay on the group, stay on this call. We will definitely take on more people. Vijay, right from the beginning of this call, people were asking, how do we connect with you? How do we learn this from you or take a session with you? I think let's share these details with everybody. I know we are changing the flow of the call, but
That's okay.
because everybody is requesting, let's do that
Go
now.
with the flow. Go with the flow.
Absolutely. Let's take on more questions. Everyone, please ask about Akashic records and also your uh, personal questions. And I'm just going to share my screen. And somebody had asked Vijay that can we open multiple lifetimes Akashic records? And you answer that with this demonstration that yes, it is possible.
Yes.
So everyone, we have 4 options today, 2 for personal sessions and 2 for those who want to learn. Okay, now personal session package A is a session with healing, And package B is only 7 days remote healing. And yes, you can learn to read the records for yourself and professionally for others. Vijay, please take us through the details.
Yes. When you take a package of self-reading, it's basically you connect with me. I'll have about 45 minutes of session where you can ask any 2 questions, which will be like, initially we'll have to spend a little time talking to each other. So the record access in itself, right now we only did about 5 to 6 minutes max. Otherwise it will take about anywhere from 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Depends on how many lifetimes pop in front of me. Like for Veena, 3 lifetimes had popped in. Some people it can be more, some people it can be less. Sometimes the Akashic record space refuses to show more than 1. Then those readings are a little faster. So 2 questions, any 2 issues. For that, I will actually give whatever, there can be remedies that's coming. One is like the first remedy anyway from Akashic is forgiveness prayer. There is a process for doing it. I'll give a perceptual healing process on how to do the healing for self and the karmic clearance. And then anything else that pops up, any other healing or any other remedies that pops up, I'll be giving that also. And then I will be doing 3 days of karmic clearance healing with symbols and the healing modalities that I have, that I use usually. And then I'll give a little, for whatever reading you've taken, whatever continued guidance for that reading. You can't bring in something else and ask because I wouldn't be able to give guidance on that. But whatever reading has been done, continued guidance will be given. Okay. Yes. Anything, but I'm always available on WhatsApp. You can always chat. You can send a message. I might take a little time if I'm busy, but I will definitely respond to whatever queries you are going to post.
Absolutely. Sorry to interrupt you. These are actually the bonuses that Vijay is offering for us. You will get personalized steps on WhatsApp apart from the session and healing. And of course, 3 months you can message Vijay.
Yes.
Vijay, total value, please tell us, and please tell us what you are offering us today.
Yes, usually all the healing plus the reading and the guidance, because I'll be teaching a part of the perceptional healing modality itself, how to do it and also how to use it, even though I'm just giving you as personal package reading and whatever forgiveness. You can also heal everything else in your life, or you can also give it to somebody else and get them to heal. So my regular price is 9,900, and for Mystic Lotus, yes, for today, whoever is enrolling, it will be 2,211.
Only.
Yes, only. Yes, only.
Only. It is a fantastic 78% savings. You are getting the bonus. You are getting 45 minutes. You saw what happened in 5 minutes. You
Yes.
see what happens in 45 minutes plus 3 days remote healing. Fantastic, Vijay. You have one more option for personal healing.
Yes, those who are not looking for Akashic record reading and they only want to heal, okay, this is a healing service that I provide. You can raise one aspect of your life that you need to heal. And I have to tell you, when you are bringing me a healing request, you have to be in complete receptivity of the healing. One. Second, you have to look at your problem a little differently instead of looking at it as a problem, so that I send healing and it needs to enter your space. So you have to be open for the healing, only then the healing will work. Because a lot of people think, I have told Vvijee to heal, so it's her responsibility to heal. No, it's always 2 of us need to work together to heal your problem. So that healing I'm offering for people for 7 days, where I will be using whatever modality that I have, depending on, what is needed at that point in time. I will use it and I will keep sending you energies. And usually my healing energies are looped for 24 hours. So the healing will keep continuing for you for 24 hours for the next 7 days. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And you'll have to keep me posted. What are the shifts you're having? Yes. Okay, so this is about 3,500 rupees for 7 days that I charge. Usually, I even charge more sometimes depending on what are their issues and things like that, because sometimes it needs more time. But otherwise, this is like I'm doing a remote healing, and there are going to be more people. I'll be doing it with a very precise manner. So it's usually 3,500, but just for Mystic Lotus for today, it will be 1,005 only for 7 days.
Absolutely. And everybody, this is personal, this is specific to your issues, and it's actually 7 days, 6 healing techniques. Fabulous, fabulous package. In fact, Vijay, what do you say? We can take this package on our own, and we can also take it in combination with package A, right?
Yes. Yes. See, if someone has taken package A for a reading, and then they have, after the reading, 3 days of healing anyway goes with it. So if somebody wants more healing, they can take 7 more days additional healing along with their package A.
Absolutely. And you can see here the difference. Package A is 45 minutes. It's a session. You will be sharing your issues with Vijay, and she will give 3 days healing for it. There are bonuses, 3 months WhatsApp support, and personalized steps for extending healing. Package B is only 7 days remote healing. It
Yes.
is for packages for rupees 2,211 and US dollars 31. Package B, 7 full days of remote healing is rupees 1,005 US dollars 14. And yes, Rajesh, the details for package for learning is coming right up.
Yes. Okay. This is the Akashic record reading course. Basically, people who say, I'm not looking for healing somebody else or reading for somebody else. I want to just, explore my own life, my own journey. So I want to, be able to connect with the energy. This is only for them. So this here, I will actually be taking all of them through almost everything similar to teacher's training itself. But only thing is that part of the attunement or that part of the thing where you need to teach somebody else, except that everything else will be included. And then 2 healing modalities and also 2 meditation I will be offering.
Absolutely. Vijay, you're so modest. I want to excitedly tell everybody that the learning packages include learning 2 healing modalities,
Modalities.
also apart from opening the Akashic records and
Yes.
giving remedies. So,
Yes.
yeah, please tell
Yeah.
us the course highlights, Vijay.
Yeah, this is basically, it'll be the same guidelines, how to connect with the Akashic space, all about the Akashic space, and how this space is and how you should be, what do you say, conditioning yourself into, align with this energy. So some bit of ethics to do your reading, and then you can read your own this thing, and also all the question, how to ask questions. That's very important. Like I said, this Akashic space is so huge, and you could have hundreds and thousands of records of yours. You can't generalize, ask a generalized question and wait for it to happen. It will not. It waits for you to ask specific questions. So you need to know how to ask question. And there are different ways, like, meditation method, prayer method. You can do different methods of accessing. I would be teaching all that. And clearing, also it's the different steps that is involved, even that will be taught.
All right.
Yes. And yeah, how you journalize, because you forget. After half an hour, if you ask me, what did you do, read for Veena, I will not remember. So it's the same for you also. You will forget what you see in the Akashic space. So how do you, journalize it? Karma part, yes, it's I have a 2.5 session only for karma. That's how intense the karma sessions are. But you can have longer, but I've like condensed it to 2.5 hour session. Okay. And all the angels how you need to connect and things like that, and how to heal yourself. Yes. All that will be there, and I'll attune you to the energy, and all the notes, everything will be shared. All the informations will be shared. Yes. 2 healing modalities, which is the violet flame healing and the perceptual healing. They're very powerful healing techniques. Okay. And you will have 6 sessions, And then, you will have your learning, and then you can have practice sessions with me. And then you can also get all the support that you need. If you're not able to, or why am I not able to, you can do it. And whenever I have my next class, you can join for a revision too.
Absolutely.
Yes. So this will be the level 1 will be from the 11th to the 16th February. It will be in the evening. I will fix the time, the 7 to 9, after everybody joins, depending on everybody's availability. A little change here and there can be done. And I will also share the recordings. Okay. Yeah, you will learn 2 healing modalities, 6 practice sessions, and 2 powerful meditation. One is chakra and the 5 element meditation that I will be teaching, and 3 month support. It's usually 39,000 rupees. And for Mystic Lotus, it's only 10,999.
Absolutely. And US dollars 151. Everybody, I want to repeat that level 1 is only to read for yourself.
Yes.
But the healing modalities which are being taught, you can use this to heal others as well.
Yeah.
So remember this, Rajesh, you asked what's the difference? Level 1 is only to read for yourself. Now level package C coming up, this will have,
Yes.
my apologies, package D coming up, this will have both levels 1 and 2, in which you can become a practitioner and trainer for yourself, your loved ones, and clients also.
Yes.
Tell us about it, Vijay.
Yes, here you learn about yourself, how to access your record for yourself, and whatever else in terms of healing and the meditation I'll be teaching. But here there will be a lot more information. One is, though you learn this, but also will have to somewhere bring in the knowledge or an expertise to understand how do you teach it to somebody else. You cannot just say, okay, you come, I can do this, okay, do this, you have to do this, and go. No, to become a teacher, there is a lot more work that you need to your own self, learning somebody is like purely acquiring knowledge, but what you need is the wisdom to impart it to somebody else. So I put this package specifically for that, is because if you want to become a teacher, you should also need to bring in that wisdom. For that, I have added on a spiritual discourse along with the first level 1 and made this level 2, because the spiritual discourse is somewhere where I take this all of them through a journey to understand how this universe works. The universe has a law of its own, which we don't know. We are basically, like I said, in this physical world we are living, but to understand the universal's law, how the universe was formed from Big Bang theory, how it has evolved, and how many millions and millions of years it has taken, and what has happened, how did karma get created from the beginning, and how this karma has evolved to an extent where our souls had to go through different levels or different journeys to transform to become a divine energy. So unless you know all of it, what happens when death happens and there is birth is happening? So there is something that's happening between the death and the birth, isn't it? So all these knowledge, if one does not have, I don't know if they can become a teacher. Okay. And even if you have clients coming to you, you can't, right now I said, Veena, this. But if she was with me, I would have had given her a lot of other information, got her to understand it, so that she leaves this place knowing that I have a perfectly good idea what I need to do to clear this. So that wisdom needs to build into a person who wants to do Akashic record reading for others. You can't. I have so many clients who have come to me saying, I got my record reading done, but I'm so confused. After that, life is a chaos because I don't know what else to do. They said, do this, but then it is not working. So there is some kind of a mental, emotional, spiritual support that you need to give your client. You can't just read a record and say, okay, this is what it is, and leave them, isn't it? So you need that tuning in into that energy, that wisdom needs to come into you. For that, I have created this package where you will have a spiritual discourse plus the Akashic record reading plus the teacher's training module. How to become a teacher. How do you impart it to somebody? Yes, that is what this package will hold.
Absolutely. And Vijay, earlier somebody mentioned that they are not able to read the records. And somebody who is not confident that will they be able to do it or not, I think this is the best foundation that we can give them to
Yes.
ensure that they become successful
Yes.
Akashic
Yeah. So I can bring in
coaches.
one insight to that doubt that they had. Whatever is my limitation in my current lifetime, that is my limitation in the Akashic space also. I can't have a lot of value or belief system which is very conflicting for my own self, and I want to become an Akashic record reader. You cannot become. So first you need to look into your own self on an introspective journey to clear my belief system so that I can become an Akashic record. That's where most of them are getting stuck.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Makes sense, Vichi. And yes, Gaurav, it is, there are attunements given for the
Yes.
workshops. Vichi,
Yes.
please continue.
Yeah. So here the course highlight is like a lot of it is like there in the package C also, all about Akashic space, how to access it, the ethics of it, and how to connect, what questions to ask, how do you clarifying whatever comes in, you have to keep connecting with different questions. How do you access those records? And then how to even brief others, whatever reading you are getting. And then students attunement, but instructors attunement will come in much later. I don't give an instructor's attunement unless they practice it, become a proper record reader. They have to bring me testimonials saying I've done the records reading and this is how it is, this is the outcome or results of it. They have to come back to me with at least 10 testimonials before they go into an instructor's attunement level. Yes, here there is a spiritual discourse that will be quite intense, but not as intense. I would have actually loved to, because everybody thinks I want to attend 2 days class and want to, and already people are asking, why do you hold us for 10 days of classes? But believe me, my students who enroll with me the last Mystic Lotus Summit, they're still with me because they've realized there's so much to learn and it's never ending. So it's not about attending 5-day class and becoming an Akashic record reader. There's a lot of learning to be done. So the spiritual course is there, then the Akashic record reading sessions are there. And of course, I will give them professional guidance for whatever that they need support for. Okay. So this is a 24, typically 24 hours, but knowingly or unknowingly, it will usually go beyond that because students come back saying, we want clarification on this. So there could be extra sessions depending on the interest of the student. I don't mind giving in that extra time if they are willing to learn and grow, but otherwise 24 hours is the session. It'll be from 6 to 18th. Again, it's from 7 to 9. And all the recordings and PDFs, notes, everything, including attunement guidance, will be given to them.
Awesome, Vijay. And this is the summary screen, levels 1 and 2, with 2 healing techniques. This includes package C, all of it plus additional bonuses. The total value, Vijay, please tell us, and the offer price.
82,333. I after sitting with Shilpa, have realized there is so much that I have packed into my courses, which is 82,333.
Absolutely.
And for Mystic Lotus, it will be just for this call 15,499.
US dollars 212. This is unbelievable, everyone. Just look at this. Level 1 is 10,999 US dollars 151, but level 1 and 2, it includes level 1. It is double the time of package C level 1, 24 hours. It also has a spiritual discourse workshop, professional guidance, and it is only approximately 5,000 rupees extra, or less than that many dollars. So package C is rupees 10,999, US dollars 151. Package D, all inclusive, is rupees 15,499, US dollars 212. 2.
Yes.
Fantastic, Vijay. Thank you so much. And we have got a lot of package related questions, and we want to do more individual demos. We want to learn the karmic clearing process. We'll quickly take on some questions,
Yes.
Vijay.
Yeah.
So we will get back about the payment in installment options, everyone. We will let you know. Anju is asking Vijay that she's out of station from 14th Feb. So can she book now and attend this at another time?
Yes, of course, definitely.
Okay, all right, cool. And just give me a moment, please. There are some more questions. Yes, attunement is done. And Sana has shared her testimonial that Dr. Vijay is excellent. Her spiritual discourses are eye openers and very beautifully explained.
Thank you,
And
Sahana.
there was a question from Anju Vijay. She's asking, can Akashic records show us the future also?
Uh, yes. It depends on what question you are asking. Okay. And see, you ask me a question, I might not know completely the background or why you're asking, your intentions behind it, or the impact that question is going to, but you should always understand the divine knows what is designed for you. Okay. So depending on your eligibility to know your future, it will come into your space. When I do, if you are eligible to know it right now at this point of time, it will come very clearly. It just happens like that, the way Akashic reading happened. For some people, there is still some lessons to be learned. Something still needs to be fine-tuned, the thought process. If something like that happens, there's only a guidance, but not a complete reading. It will give a time specification as to when this question can be answered.
Got it, Richie. And everyone, we've got a lot of questions for part payment options. Please send us an email to help@themysticlotus.com and we will help you out with this. All right. So just send an email to help@themysticlotus.com. We have shared it on the Zoom chat and we will help you out with this. Everyone, don't miss this opportunity. These prizes with these inclusions will never happen again. So email us to the payment now if you can, or email us for part payment options. Don't miss this opportunity.
Yes.
Gee, there is a question by Joyce, and there was a similar question earlier. That one time they took a session and the reader was not able to open the records. So, what the question is implied that, let's say we make a payment, is it possible that you will not be able to open our records and we will not get?
If you don't make a payment?
No, if we make a payment, is it possible that you will not be able to access our records?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So yes, don't worry if you have made the payment. It is not that your record cannot be accessed. Don't worry about it.
Nothing like that. Everything needs an energy exchange, isn't it? When you do your energy exchange properly, actually the reading or the guidance also is very clear because there is an intention of knowing, and so that actually works.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Vijay, I will quickly answer some questions that have come.
Yeah.
So will we be getting a certificate? Yes, Vijay will give an e-certificate. You will be eligible to practice this and teach this to others after package D. What if we miss any of the classes? Recordings will be shared, everyone, and not just recordings. Okay. You will get the recordings. You will also have Vijay's support on the Telegram group, and she also has practice sessions. Yes. So don't worry if you miss any classes, and of course she will have the batch again, and you have the free revision bonus as well.
Will be there. Yes, absolutely.
So package C and D does not include the personal session. Personal session reading is only package A. It also has 3 days healing. For only healing, you can take on package B.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, everyone. Thank you, Tushar. Please email us at help@themysticlotus.com. And if you want Vijee's details,
Yes.
her details will be shared after in the confirmation email after you make the
Yes.
payment. And all right, Vijay,
Yeah.
we are ready for karma clearing process
Yeah.
and hopefully a few more demos. But before we move on,
Yeah.
we have Smriti and Vandana with us. We will definitely want to speak with them
Yes.
about this, how their life has changed. Let me not say anything. I will invite Vandana first.
Yes.
Would you tell us about Vandana and just introduce her to us, please?
Vandana came to me last April, and she came with a lot of issues. She was stuck for a very long time everywhere, all aspect of her life, job, money, her house, her daughter, her education. I think she was stuck all over. And she didn't know what to do to move forward. That's how she came. And then she took a reading. She actually took and she's been with me for 1 year at different stages. We went through different readings, different healing, shifting. We kept progressing little by little, and how the shift happened, she will tell you.
All
Yes.
right. Vandana, all yours. Thank you for joining us. Tell
Hello,
us, Vandana.
am I
Hi.
audible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
Vandana. Yes.
First, let me thank Mystic Lotus for bringing such lovely healers. I'm being. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes,
Okay.
Vandana. We can hear
Yes,
you.
we can.
So first, let me thank Mystic Lotus and the team for giving me this platform to get in touch with many healers. My journey actually started with Mystic Lotus in 2018, where my darkness was really more than 100. Slowly, see, one thing in healing, before I say something, is it's all on the divine time and it gets clear layer by layer. I haven't been doing working so much on myself with all my problems, but somewhere again I have to come into that trap. So finally, I think last April, I had done this Akashic reading also from many people, but might be not that deep reading I got the way I got from Dr. Vvijee. So last April, when I touched was because I was literally frustrated with my whole thing after working on so much and why I'm not able to come out. So when I contacted Dr. Vijay, she did my reading. Uh, Believe me, so many years I've been carrying this baggage. Within, I think after Dr. Vijay's reading, within 1 month, the door started opening. First was the first door which I opened was my house, which which I was trying to sell for more than 2 years. I was not getting any customer. Now for my commercial, that opened. Then slowly, just after my house, the deal came immediately within 15 days. I got my dream job. The
Wow.
I mean, it was almost like one after one, like the cards started falling off. It was really fantastic. So it was a deep healing that after her reading also she did a lot of healing. I continued with her. Whatever remedy she gave me, followed it very sincerely, and definitely as the divine timing one started falling. I think now almost 80% of thing is cleared, and I'm just waiting for 20 more to get cleared. And I'm definitely sure within that next 6 months that too will also pass by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you so much.
thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you to Mystic Lotus also, because I've been in touch with many healers, and really all the people whom I've met have really worked hard. So I mean it all when the as the divine timing come, we really get to connect. But the way Dr. Vijay handles things, the way her reading is so deep, and her healing, actually I had taken even daily healing from her
Mm-hmm.
to get the things cleared. And it really helped me, and as to keep her in touch with her, update her. This is where it has come. Now what to do? And that is how we work. So
Yeah.
it's full cooperation from either side of us will really bring the person out of the situation.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Vandana.
Fantastic.
I must tell you, Shilpa, when they are completely in sync, whatever I tell Vandana, do this, she'll just blindly do it. She won't ask another question. Is it just chant this or do this? And she will just simply do it. And she unconditionally gave into the healing and the reading and the healing, and how beautifully things fell into place for her, really.
Fantastic.
I will thank you so much. In fact, after my reading, I had decided I was after Vijay to do for my daughter. So
Yes.
Dr. Vijay said, no, let her get ready for this
Reading.
reading. And then after when I went to Canada and I again spoke to my daughter and the daughter got ready. From Canada, I did a reading for my daughter. It was like, I know my daughter was, she was also a hardworking girl. She also struggles, but somewhere the financial part comes. And every time we have seen that we get gift, but not in cash. And I was more like, now since she is 25, she'll get into relationship. I was telling her, you get your things cleared before you start your journey. And won't believe last month, I think Arohi's reading we did in October, November. December and January. The company gave her twice the package to upgrade her knowledge.
Yes.
Wow,
So it was
fantastic.
so open, she just joined in the May. I think after my reading, Arohi got a job. So that was my
Yes.
first financial
Breakthrough.
door which, yeah, that opened. And then my house, and then, I mean, that is how it went on falling.
Yeah.
So even when Arohi did it, he just like yesterday only I told Dr. Vijay ki she has got company has given a $3,000
Wow.
course, which is a design leader.
Yeah.
Super.
Awesome. Awesome.
Really,
Thank you
Vandana, thank you so much for
so much.
joining. These are some fantastic, fantastic stories. Thank you so much for joining and sharing with us.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
And have Smriti as well for, and we would love to hear from you. Smriti has actually learned from you, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Smriti.
Smriti, tell us your experience.
Hi, good evening to everybody. And first, I would like to thank Dr. Vijay for bringing us to this Akashic world, showing us uh, the Akashic space. Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Very
yes, yes,
clearly,
yes.
yes, yes.
Okay. And secondly, I would thank Mr. Lotus also to allow me to share my experience with the other viewers of this webinar. It's been Dr. Vijay as a person. Uh, I don't know. I just Googled and there was something that was happening in my life continuously, and it was I was not able to get the answers to why this is a sequence is repeating itself for quite a number of years. And I have been into astrology. I have met a number of people also. I also do I myself am a healer. So, but I always had that quest as to why a particular instance is continuously happening in one way or the other. And I was just trying to figure out how do you get an answer to this. Then I got to know, okay, there's something called Akashic record. I started searching that who could be someone who can read it. How is it read? Who can do it? And I just spotted Dr. Vijay's picture on the Google. And that picture, I somehow got connected. And then I hunted for her number, her email ID. I texted her that I want to get in touch with you. I want to have a reading. I don't know what is the process. I'm new to this. And that's so then Dr. Vijay was probably traveling. She said, I'll do it for you after a week. And that's how, my journey with Dr. Vijay started. And she introduced me to this Akashic space. I have got my reading done. I have also learned Akashic reading now. Akashic tarot cards also I have learned from Dr. Vijay. So the point is that, it's not just learning the modalities. It is a complete transformation that happens to oneself. The first transformation took place with me when I got my readings done. There was so much of anxiety, so much of there was so much of pressure in my brain. The moment I got my reading done, I was cool inside. It was like, why was I worrying about all this? Why did all I mean, it was like, somebody had leaked the question paper before the board exam. So so
Yeah.
half my problems got sorted there. Then I said, if this can do this to me, then why not learn Akashic? And that's how I started learning.
Yes.
And generally it happens that, you feel that, okay, you will learn ABC, and then you start implementing that formula. But it was not the case when we'll start our journey on this learning. Dr. Vijay helps us understand as to why a particular thing is like that. So it is like, till the time you start implementing it on your own self, you understand it, you absorb it, you accept it, you cannot start learning that space also. It's like that. But the moment you start accepting it, you see things happening. And for me, a lot of it changed in my office space. My day would begin with cribbing. The people who used to crib stopped complaining. They stopped. It's very difficult. Today's example, Dr. Vijay, I left office, and since I didn't have your class, I just reached home at 8 o'clock,
Oh,
which I usually, when your class is there, I reach by 7.
that's the energy. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So this is what I want to say, that, the moment you start accepting,
Yes.
my
Yeah.
attunement
But
was
all that came into your space with the spiritual discourse, isn't it, Smriti?
it was spiritual discourse. Along with it, there was a lot of acceptance. There was a lot of healing that I was doing for myself. You were also healing me. So it's a combination. And I feel that there's nothing more than, learning Akashic.
Yes.
Has it
Thank
has
you.
it has created such an impact.
Yes.
My relations have improved with my own self
Yeah.
and my colleagues, my family members. It has definitely made an impact.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Dr.
Fantastic,
Vijay.
Smriti.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. And she actually, right, like she took a session and then she went on to become such a dedicated
Yeah.
student and such a great practitioner.
Yes.
Thank you, Smriti, and thank you, Vandana, for sharing your wonderful successes. And Viji,
Yes.
payments have started coming in,
Okay, great.
and people are asking a lot of questions, and
Yes.
we will take on as many
Yeah.
questions as possible.
Yeah.
And everybody, we are reaching the end of today's call. We
Yes.
still want to, we
To the
definitely
healing.
cover the karma clearing process.
Yes.
And everybody, we will meet again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So if we are not able to take on any more readings today, please come tomorrow. Tomorrow we will do many, many more readings. Please
Yes.
do come tomorrow. We will try today, but Vijay, let's proceed to
Yes.
the
Okay.
karma clearing process. Please tell us what it is and give us
Yeah.
the instructions. Also, please let us know if this will work on the call replay, and if if we need to stop working or if we need to lie down, just let us know
No.
about the
You can all
instructions.
sit. No problem. Just sit. Keep your spine straight. What you need to do is, when I say karma clearing, all of you, instead of just, haphazardly thinking about karma clearing, think of one relationship in your life that you want to heal, because even that is your karma. Okay. And they are in your space to teach you a lesson. So it doesn't matter, how good, bad, ugly, or that relationship is there. For now, doesn't also matter how you're feeling about this relationship, whether it is, very irritating or very sore, or, there is a lot of hatred. Nothing. We just, for the time being, keep that emotion aside. Just look at this person and just simply understand, you are my karmic teacher. You are here to teach me something. I still don't know what it is, but you are here to teach me a lesson. And I am, telling the divine that that lesson is being learned. So I want to clear this cord between me and this person. So all of you pick, because I'm sure all of us will have not just one, more than one people whom we need to clear cords with. So we'll just connect, and to make it a little easier, pick up something that's a lot easier for you to heal, not something that is so gone so bad that you bring it into your space. Instead of healing it, you're still reliving whatever has happened in that relationship. Instead, bring this person whom you feel, there are things not going well, and I really want this relationship back in its space. That's the first thing that I want to keep you all in mind. And when you learn this, please go back home, and every day morning, just before you go, every day night, just before you go to sleep, and as soon as you wake up, do this healing with this relationship continuously for the next 21 to 45 days, and see this relationship will definitely change. I'm promising you it will change, but you should have the intention to heal. Okay, you cannot do this healing with a question mark. Let me see if will it work or no. It will definitely not work. You should have that urge from inside. Yes, I want to heal it. So I'm ready to dedicate this much of, healing time and space with this person. Okay, if you are not willing to even dedicate that much of time and willingness, then it will not heal. If you want it, you have to work for it. That is the only lesson from Akashic also. You want anything, you should have the intention and the effort to make it work. Okay, so you pick up a relationship, and it'll be a guided meditation. It'll take about 5 to 6 minutes, or max 7 minutes. Okay, and I will tell you what you do. First is, like, we will do a perceptual breathing, where we will breathe out all the negatives from our space, and you will have to, keep your hand like this, and you have to do a thymus thumb. Just below this thing, there is a thymus thumb. You will have to do that. I'll make you do that for 1 full minute. I'll be very quiet. All of you do, because this thymus cup is what holds all the emotions. So you will have to empty this thymus cup. So you will do your thymus tapping. After that, you have to bring this person in front of you, and from your heart to that person's heart, imagine there is a beautiful light thread is running from your heart to the other person's heart. You just connect it. And this person, when you create, this is where perceptual healing will come. You have to change the perception of your relationship. Now, there is something going wrong in this relationship, but you want to change it. So change the perception. Bring this person in front of you who's in complete harmony with you, and you are in complete harmony with that person. So that perception you need to bring in. So you're manifesting the clearance of whatever is there in your space, karmic clearance. And then we will do, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, I thank you, for 3 minutes.
All right.
This is all that you need to do every single day when you go to bed and when you wake up, to heal whatever karmic thing is there in your space. Only thing is, make sure you change the perception. Don't bring in the disharmony in front of you. Change it to what you want that relationship or event to be. For today, we'll take a relationship and we start working on it. Okay? So all of
Vijay,
you.
a couple of questions, please.
Yes.
Can you please show us again your fist? That
Yes. You just make a fist. So this one.
okay, all right. So
Okay,
the
this
thumb
is
should
hand.
be outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this part of it should do your thymus thumb.
All right. All right.
Okay. You can be, it'll be slight pressure is there. It is okay.
Okay.
Just do it. And when you finish, I have clients who has healed themselves with simple thymus thumb alone. They've
Wow.
come back and said things have changed. I only do this whenever I'm upset or, whatever. And things have changed.
Wonderful.
Okay. So we are bringing in thymus thumb to empty all your emotions, pent up emotions, creating a perception of positivity, and doing Ho'oponopono to clear everything negative out of this space. Anybody can do it. Go and teach anybody who wants to clear. Okay?
Beautiful. Vijay, one more question, please.
Yeah.
Sid and Charu have asked, like, can we do it for some future relationship? Can we do it to invite a soulmate in our life?
Yes.
Wow. All right.
You can
Thank you.
just close your eyes in front of you, bring someone, an image of a person with whom you are in complete sync, and do it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay? Yes. So all of you sit straight. Keep your spine straight. Drop your shoulders. Rest your arms on your thighs. Make sure you're sitting comfortably. Relax your neck. Smile and relax your entire facial muscles. Just scan your body from head to toe and see if you're completely relaxed. If there's any discomfort or pain, just take your attention to that part of your body and just command that part of your body to relax and feel the relaxation set in. Completely relax. Now, when I tell you, take a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now, inhale positive energy while you pull in and inhale. And when you exhale, exhale out all the chaos from your space, from within you and outside you. Leave your space. Inhale positive energy. Now exhale out all the pains, aches, and discomforts from your physical body. Now inhale positive energy again and exhale out all the less than God energies, the thoughts, feelings, and emotions which are not helping you. Inhale and exhale it all out of your space. Now that you've created vacuum, inhale positive energy and exhale positive energy into your entire body, mind, and soul. And feel this positive energy filling your whole body and vibrating outside your space and filling your entire auric space. Now inhale love and light. And exhale love and light into your whole self and feel the entire energy shift. You are now completely relaxed. Nothing else exists but just you and your mind, your body, and soul, which are completely aligned with your breath work. Relax. Feel the relaxation throughout your body. Now slowly make a fist and do thymus thumb for 1 full minute. The thymus point is between your throat and your heart chakra. Relax your hands. Bring your attention to the center of your eyebrows. And imagine there's a beautiful speck of light appearing in front of your third eye. Allow it to extend 2 feet away from you. And let this light start expanding into a big ball of light. The light can be in golden, yellow, or white color. So this light ball appears bright and beautiful in front of you. Now slowly place the person with whom you want to clear your karma into this ball of light. And when you create this person in perfect harmony with you, and you are in perfect harmony with this person. Nothing else exists between both of you but harmony. Now from your heart chakra, run a strand of white light like a thread from your heart. Slightly thicker thread, not a thin one, from your heart to this person's heart. Let's say Ho'oponopono. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Sorry. Please. I thank you. I love you. Sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. Now slowly focus on this ball of light and yourself. You don't need to cut the cord because this cord is a beautiful, peaceful, harmonious cord. You can just let it be. Slowly rub your palms, place them on your eyes, and open your eyes. Now this can be done for longer time. The thymus thumb can be done for longer time. You can extend it to 10, 12, or 15 minutes process. This was a very short way of showing you how you can do your karmic healing with anything that you choose. You can just choose and it will happen. So you can extend it. The dedication with which you do it, the perception that you will change and hold, the divine is compelled to make it happen, because once you say, I am ready to change this relationship, and you create that perception, the divine is like, no choice, it will make it happen. So that is a conviction with which you need to do it. Yeah.
Beautiful, Vijay. Absolutely beautiful. We will wait for everybody's comments on the group. Let us know how you felt. Vijay, quick question.
Yeah.
Yogita had asked, and I would like to extend that. She had asked, can we do this for money? So, can we do this for any situation of our life?
Yes, you create a perception that you have abundant money flowing. You create yourself in the light. Connect a cord with your heart to that heart, and imagine there is money flowing into your space. Again, I'm saying the divine knows it all. So your intention should be very clean. Okay. The reason for which you're asking or why you're asking, and the what do you call it, your thoughts, feelings, emotions that is attached to that intention also needs to be cleansed, and you ask like a magic, it will happen in your space. So you can heal with anything. Perceptual healing, I heal my plants, I heal my tube light, I heal everything. I heal my mobile. I said, you know what, I want this charge to I had 7% mobile charge, and I was outside and I knew I'll take about 5 hours to reach home. I did perception healing with my mobile. This 7% of charge will remain with me till I reach home. You won't believe it. For 5 hours, my mobile charge remained on 7% till I got back home. I came back home and I just connected to Wi-Fi and it switched off. Then I connected, till then that 7% remained for my emergency call. So you can use this perceptual healing on everything, including traffic lights. You're going out, create a perception that I'm going to have as many as possible green lights, and do perceptual healing. Connect a cord with the green lights and do perceptual healing. I'm telling you, you will have, a traffic-free corridor.
Absolutely. And I will also tell you what Vijay had shared with me. Vijay, with your permission,
Yes, yes.
you healed your neighbor's baby using this. The baby
Yes,
used to cry at night. Vijay
yes,
did this, and the baby stopped crying.
yes,
She has
yes.
since not heard that baby cry.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
12 o'clock, 12:10 in the night, the baby will start crying. Of course, there was some energy conflict must be happening. And as soon as it starts screaming, and it screams loud, it's like as it's sitting right next to me and cry. And then I would, create this baby's image which is sleeping, and I would do in less than 3 minutes, it will stop crying.
Beautiful.
After I did that for about 5 or 7 days, I've never heard that baby cry.
Superb. Can't believe the possibilities this has. And everyone, I want to tell you that tomorrow, again at 6:30 p.m., we will do something similar like this. We will do some healing. And we had some topics planned for today, like rewriting Akashic records and cord clearing. You may have heard of cord cutting, but Vijay will tell us about cord clearing and, of course, more and more demos Come tomorrow, everyone, at 6:30 p.m. India time. And Vijay, there are a couple of questions, but
Yes.
before that, let me tell you, people are loving it. Come back on the group later and see it. Amazing session
Yes.
and gratitude, amazing experience. Pooja felt the energy and felt very emotional. Shamina's saying, and there is a very interesting question by Ridhima. Vijay,
Okay. Yeah.
can she do this for her father who is no more?
Yes, you can imagine that he is at complete harmony with his journey and do perceptual healing. Yes.
All right. Vijay, will you do the personal session package in Hindi?
Yes, I'll try my best, definitely.
You're being modest. Don't worry. I can vouch for it. Vijay
Yes.
will do the session in Hindi. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
And
Only thing is my grammar might be a little here and there, but I'll do it.
absolutely fine, Vijay. It's absolutely all right.
Yes.
And Sunita had asked about package B, about the healing package. In fact, I want to ask for package A also, the personal session.
Yeah.
Can we book this for someone else? And can you do the healing for them?
See, healing, you can ask for anybody anytime because that is fine. Everybody needs healing. All of us needs healing. But you can't do a record reading for somebody else without their knowledge, without their permission.
Got it, Vijay. Yes. So the 7 days healing you
Yeah.
can do for them.
Or
Their
yeah,
permission is not
not
required.
required. No, no.
Great,
Healing you don't require. Yeah.
great. And the personal session, can I attend it on behalf of somebody and you do the healing for them? Let's say our
Yeah.
children or
Unless if they have taken the permission, yes, they can.
okay,
Because I will not know, you will have to take a permission or a
right.
message to be given. Because at the end of it, if you do it without that person's permission, then it's again a negative karma. You are trying to enter
Hmm.
somebody's soul space. For all you know, nothing will come up in the reading also. That also has happened.
Mm-hmm.
As if,
Got
did
it.
you actually ask for permission? Yeah.
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 Got it. So let me repeat this again by repeating the packages also. And we've got some couple of queries, Vijay, about the dates.
Okay.
Everybody, don't worry. You book the package now. The dates can be worked on later. Vijay's Akashic record course is a blockbuster. We are lucky she's here and she's offering these bonuses and these prizes. This
Yes.
will not happen again. So book it now. Attend a later batch. Do it. Shampa, I got your question. Go for it. Book it now. And about the question about package A, the personal session, it has uh,
Yes.
it has a personal session. So for this personal session and the healing, you need to take somebody's permission if you're doing for them.
Yeah.
But package B, if you only want the healing for this person, then the permission is not required.
Yes.
Package A is personal session, 3 days healing, 2000 rupees, 211 rupees, US dollars 31, and package B, 7 days remote healing is rupees 1,005, US dollars 14. And of course, the learning courses, package C is level 1. You read only for yourself in level 1. Look at those bonuses. It's for rupees 10,999, US dollars 151. Package D is the whole deal. It has package C level 1. You can read for yourself, others, loved ones, family members, even clients
Yeah.
professionally. It is for 24 hours.
Yes.
Sorry, the timing.
Yeah.
And spiritual discourse workshop is also there. So level 1 package C is rupees 10,999, US dollars 151, and in less than double its price is both levels 1 and 2 for rupees only 15,499, US dollars
Yes.
212. Everyone, this offer is valid
Yes.
only till tomorrow night India time, like 24 hours.
Yes.
So come tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. We'll
Yes.
do more activities. We'll do more demos. We really apologize for not taking on more demos. You
Yeah.
see, We've asked some really wonderful questions, had some really wonderful learnings. Come
Yeah.
tomorrow, we'll do more demos.
Yes.
Vijay, with your permission, some more
Yes.
questions have come up for the packages. May I ask you, please?
Yes. Sorry, what I missed the last bit.
So some more questions have come for the
Yes,
packages.
yes,
May
yes.
I ask
Please,
you,
please.
please?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Sunita had asked that, okay, we don't need their permission, but you will need their information, right? Like the birth details and all that.
No, if you're doing it for your own self, name, date of birth, and all the stuff, it's somebody else. I need the permission.
Okay. But
Permission.
only if, what if it's only healing?
It's only healing. I
Ah.
only need the name
Ah.
and the place that they are in. I don't need the date of birth.
Okay, excellent.
Yes.
And Vijay, one more repeated question.
And the reason
Yeah.
for what they're looking for healing.
Okay, all right. So no specific details, just the name and where they are located currently.
Located and the reason.
Reason. And Vijay, this was asked earlier also. What if I don't know my place of birth or date of birth?
For the Akashic record reading,
Yes, yes.
I don't need the place of birth. If the date of birth is not there, I only need their mother's name.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Vijay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So, Priyanka, I hope you heard that. And Charmaine is asking, can she do a session for her daughter who is a special child?
Okay. Special child, yes, because it's a medical thing. Otherwise, children below 12 years, we try not to do it. Why tamper with their soul space unless it is a medical reason, one, or the child is in the hospital or something really drastic is there and you need to, only then we'll do for children below 12 years. All children below 18 years, the mothers need to give permission.
All right. Shamin, hope that helps. And Arjun, we have done the process to clear the karma. Choose your intention and repeat it for whatever you're looking
Yes.
for.
Yeah.
And everyone, keep those questions coming in.
Yeah.
And Vijay will come on the group and respond to you. And we will meet again tomorrow with
Yes.
more demos, more learnings, and
Yes.
more amazing stories. Vijay, thank you so much for today. It was completely eye-opening about Akashic records, and people have also been already sharing that it was an amazing session.
Thank you
And
so much.
everybody, absolutely, and everybody, thank you for joining this call. We look forward to meeting you again tomorrow. Vijay, before ending our call, would you like to leave
Yeah. I would like to say that my life has been a roller
us
coaster.
with any last words?
Yeah. My life has been a roller coaster. If I have to go back and tell my life, it would be more like actually living in a horror story. So that's how bad it was, but I never gave up. Okay. And if I could live through all of it, start working at the age of 12 to look after myself, educate myself, bring myself here, went through a marriage where there was a lot of rejection, and then, go through my husband's paralysis, and we didn't have any income coming for 7 years. And you won't believe the kind of difficulties that I have faced. It's very I can't even begin to come and tell you all the kind of crap that I have gone through. But all through this, one thing that I did not give up is my courage. Okay, one. And second, somewhere, it's not about my Akashic connection. Somewhere we need to understand, like, if everything is happening in my space, it's happening for a specific reason. The divine does not bring in anything. It's me who have chosen everything, and that is there for a reason. The minute you accept it, half your problems are gone. And you just need to sink into your true self and say, like, I have the ability to heal this. If something is happening in my life, I want to heal it by knowing I have created it. Okay. And whoever is there in your place, they are all your karmic gurus, whether it is your child, whether it is your parents, whether it is your relationships, they are all there to teach you a lesson. They're all your karmic gurus. When someone is bad with you or wicked with you, instead of getting into an anger and frustration and wanting to give back, you just look at them and say, you're here to clear my karma. Believe me, the minute you look at that person and say, thank you for being wicked with me, You have just helped me clear my karma because I'm accepting my state, my inner state to be at peace, not about the physical space. I'm saying my inner state, I'm accepting this as a karmic clearance process. Why are you running to healers? Heal my karma, cut my cord, clear my cord. You can heal it yourself. Of course, Akashic will give you a reason for, which will help you, be in a space to heal. But if you're not getting a reading done also, I'm just saying, if you have not opted for it, you can opt from within. But the minute you feel like, I want to know why this person, get a reading done. It'll make you move into a space of healing much faster. Just opening the record can just heal it because your intention matters. If my intention is to heal, then it'll heal by opening a record. But if my intention is to make that person change, then the healing is very slow, because you're expecting the other person to change. So just be in that space of knowing everything is for my good, my soul's cleansing, my soul cleansing is happening. I am progressing. I am going to be in a better space. So let me just thank for all the people in my life, good, bad, ugly. Because of them, your life is actually clearing. The minute you move into that space, you will see a lot of harmony setting in. End of the day, setting harmony is the sole purpose of life. Okay. So make peace with your life.
Fabulous, fabulous message, Vijay, to end the call and end the day in India.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Vijay, so much once again. Thank you, everyone. We will meet again tomorrow on the same Zoom call link, by the way,
Yes.
at 6:30 p.m. India time,
Yes.
8 a.m. Eastern
Yes.
time.
Thank you,
Vijay.
everyone. Thank you, each and every one of you, for logging in, for being here through the call, and all those people who logged off for whatever reason. Thank you for their time also. Thank you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Take
See
care,
you.
all of you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes.